Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? And welcome back to my channel. Yes, welcome back to Ron's World. Okay, today I'm going to do an unboxing of a motherboard that I got from Aliexpress. It is the socket 775 motherboard, 2 damn slots of DDR3, has 4 SATAs, etc. Now y'all want to know, why y'all always using old hardware? Why? Because I know how to use old hardware. And for what I'm doing with this motherboard, it works out perfectly for my Netflix and Hulu, basically my entertainment rig for the living room. Now I went over, I broke down the Intel DQ45CB motherboard because it did its thing. Like I said, I'm not demoralizing, but I felt it was time for an upgrade to something better and something simple and basic. Just like I said, with the new motherboards out now, with the AM5, the Intel's 1200 and 1700, I felt to me that I really didn't need the motherboard to do what I wanted to do, is just basically watch my Netflix and Hulu, and my wife does her little training and stuff with it. It's a basic setup, basic office setup, basic entertainment setup. It plays some Spotify, it plays my Hulu, my Netflix, and my Sling TV with not an issue. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing of it. Now, I'm excited to have it. It is from AliExpress, as I mentioned. And I'm not mad, I'm not shabby about it, It does what I wanted to do. I like how they handle it with care. Extra packet. That's what you want your motherboards to be when you are having it shipped over, as well as through shipping and handling process, so the motherboard won't get cracked and it won't get damaged. Alrighty, now as you see, this is the ASUS P5G41T MLX version 2. It has low EMI, that means low VRM, so yes, I do not overclock my parts, and this is why I buy the hardware I buy for myself, because I'm not an extreme overclocker when it comes down to motherboards and trying to get the extra juice from the motherboard, which I don't need. Now, just like I said, it has this low VRMs, it has the 2 DDR3, yes, I'm cranking up the DDR3, and I'm old school. Now, back in the days, back in 2009 to 2014, these motherboards used to be your gaming motherboards. Yes, 4 cores and 4 threads. Yes, 4 cores and 4 threads used to be the sweet spot to play your basic games and etc. With your 8 GB of RAM. Yes, the motherboard holds 8 GB of RAM. And you cannot go wrong with that. Now in today's gaming, PC gaming, you need a lot of power, a lot of juice, and a lot of speed from your PC components because of those beefy, big ferocious GPUs that y'all be dropping into your system. Now, just like I said, I'm simple, I'm basic, and I do everything at ease without an issue. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. As you see, I got the motherboard here. Now, like I said, great motherboard. You got your LGA 775 socket. You got your CPU pin connect, as well as your system channel fan pin connect down here. You have your PCIe X1. You have your PCIe X16 3.0. If I'm right, it's 3.0, but I'm gonna look at the manual. It might be 2.0, but if I'm right, it might be 3.0. I'll be putting the proper description of the motherboard in the description below, so y'all can go ahead and read it. It has your 2 PCIe slots, your BIOS channel here. You have your 4 SATAs to the bottom, SATA 2. Which is on 3.0 gigabytes per second. You have your USB, your front panel, as well as your HDMI hookup. You have your 24 pin, and then you have your old floppy drive connect here. You have your 2 DIMM slots of DDR3 at 8 GB of memory. Now, 8 GB is the sweet spot to do basic, simple computing needs. For more, and if you're doing more with your system, 16 GB is the regular main spot, and of course the beefy motherboards, the B550s, the B450s, as well as your B300, and as well as your Z590s, your Z490s, your H Intel motherboards, as well, the 12th gen and the 1700. So the 10th gen, the 11th gen, and the 12th gen CPUs, as well as your socket LGA 1200 and your LGA 1700. All right. Now, I'm very happy to have this motherboard. Here you have your power connect, your little transistors, etc., etc. Now, like I said, I have no issue using old hardware. I am not a demoralizer like certain tech enthusiasts are in today's society. This motherboard right here, yes, this motherboard right here, yes, this motherboard right here is still being used in 2022. Keep in mind, about 60% of us still use old hardware, and we do not like to upgrade anything. 40% like the upgrade. It's just like basically a cell phone. Y'all upgrades to stay onto the latest hardware and the latest operating system. Which operating system is out now is Windows 11. Now this motherboard holds Windows 7, Windows XP, which is no longer used, but you still can use Windows XP. You just got to go through a whole lot of downloads of the operating system updates, and Windows 8.1 Pro and Windows 8. Now I mentioned those there. Now with me, I do use Norton Security, and I'm beefed up clean with everything. Now, with my thing here is about what CPU cooler should I use with this motherboard. Okay, now with that as said right there, I'm thinking about going back with the Zelman CPNS 8900 Quiet. I love this cooler right here. I have no issues. It keeps your parts quiet, it keeps your parts cool, and it does the job what it's supposed to do. This is a 110 millimeter fan. I did an unboxing of it. I will be putting that video description in the link. I'll be putting the video link in the description below if y'all want to look at it. Also, I'm debating on should I use my DS CPU cooler. Well, 120 millimeter fan. Both CPU coolers does the job. It keeps my computer at 45 to 52 Celsius, and just like I said, I don't overclock anything, so because I don't believe in the extra push and oomph that I need from the motherboard. But if I need it, I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up into BIOS. I will be updating the BIOS on this here motherboard here to hold the latest CPUs, the latest into that LGA 775 for that motherboard. Now, with this here DS cooler, just like I said, it does keep it cold. It got your little single static RGB light around it. The thing about it is that it rattles, and that rattling is annoying. I mean, everything nice and quiet. I got my quiet up here fans that I push about 1150 to 1200 RPM, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing this here. That's annoying. So now I'm debating on, should I use this cooler here by DS, black, good cooler. It feels good. I cleaned everything out, or should I just go back to my Zelman CMPS 8900 Quiet? I'm excited to redo my entertainment system for my living room. It's been down for almost about 2 weeks. I'm still debating on should I use Windows 7 Pro or Windows 8.1. But the way everything is going, I might go to 8.1. I don't know. Windows 7 still do its thing, you know. Everybody's still using Windows 7. Yes, about 70% in the US still uses Windows 7, while the other 30% upgraded to Windows 11 and Windows 10. Now with me, I use all operating systems: Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. And I'm not using Windows 11 because I can, but I don't want to. Now, Windows 10 will be expiring in 2025, so Windows 11 is going to go ahead and hold this threshold for 10 years. After the 10 years, we'll be on Windows 12. So y'all be prepared for that. Now, I want to thank y'all for watching this video of the unboxing of the ASUS P5G41T -M version 2. That is ASUS P5G41T MLX version 2. Now, if you want to go ahead on and buy the motherboard from Aliexpress, I'll be putting that link in the description below if you want to buy from Aliexpress. Now, keep in mind, Aliexpress do have great parts. I got no issues. I have purchased a lot of good stuff from Aliexpress. So, you know, it just a matter of what budget you in and what type of hardware you buying. If you're the new hardware frenzy guy or girl, for instance, man or woman, whatever, then you go ahead and stick to the latest hardware gear. Like me, I'm old school. I know how to use old hardware to new hardware. It's not the issue. And in the build video, I'll be going all over the parts and everything I'm using for the build over again. So y'all look out for that video. I want to thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.